It's girly power.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
I know we were assigned this game, but let's face it, this is the one we wanted, isn't it? A chance to watch an MVP candidate perform down the stretches 4 weeks ago. How are you feeling about his chances?
Well, I think he certainly has a shot. It's going to determine what he does and what the others around him do for these last 4 weeks. But more MVP chatter, it seems like, every year as you hit the month of December. This year's going to be no exception.
Yeah, I know he's not ranked number 1 right now, but if he plays up to his capabilities, I think he's going to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. After the interception, here's Goff. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, a 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken at his 4. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Holding, receiving team.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
At running back is Jordan Howard, who was an absolute revelation as a rookie, but he finished second to Ezekiel Elliott for the rushing title in 2016. And no sophomore slump for him at all. Followed it up with a second straight 1,000-yard season and finished 5th in the league in rushing.
On second down, Trubisky, his throw incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The defense here for the Rams.
And how about picking up cornerback Marcus Peters in a trade from Kansas City back in February? 3 years in the league, has 19 interceptions, and 55 passes broken up. Not only does he have great instincts, but he has the confidence to act on them.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On 2nd and 10, gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there. They just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
We got three, fellas.
Now Trubisky on first down. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 18 carries, 71 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Gurley again here on first down. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Third and long. It's gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now it's Trubisky. He completes it right side to White. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch. But even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he can't get away. Gurley couldn't escape it, and that's going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And he's got room. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 6-2. Interesting. That's our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. On first down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Looking for White on the deep ball. And this is caught. It's White for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. Goff on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, Barton, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A gain of 3, second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Again, it's Cohen. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Goff now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. On first down, it's gone. And this one's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down. 180.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A first down carry for Davis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Rams on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the red zone now, Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Goff throwing again. And he slings one that's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So out comes the field goal team once more from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will take the lead here at 12-9. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now Trubisky. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He hits White, complete. And now running right through it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Trubisky will throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Deion Sims, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's get it.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Goff now looks to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And Zerline's kick is good. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get this started up in Orchard Park, an AFC's matchup with the Jets in town to take on Buffalo. And it is the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. Teddy Bridgewater with a touchdown pass. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for the venerable one, Drew Brees. Lastly, let's check in at our nation's capital, see what's happening with the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Alex Smith has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got
Neutral
bottled
zone
up.
infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. And the blitz does come. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a give to Davis. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right. Come on out.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, gone. Forced out to his left. Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first and goal, Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Now Goff on third and goal. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Zerline's kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go with Howard again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Holding, offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 13 yards there offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears are in for 6. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
16. Watch 16.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Goff. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Johnny Hacker now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On first down, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Trubisky now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Trubisky on 1st down. This is caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. Trubisky to throw again. Throwing one incomplete. Josh Bellamy, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Trey Burton was a guy that flashed during his years with the Eagles, but he's always stuck as the 3rd option behind Zach Ertz and Brent Selleck. Now, with the Chicago Bears, definitely going to get his shot. Versatile player delivered right there with a touchdown catch. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive. They need points. Big time. Goff now looking to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball. Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive. It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter. On 1st and 10, Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, Goff. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing again is gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a first down throw. Gone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second and 10. Goff again. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. And there is a flag. So a big 2nd down pickup. But will it hold?
Holding. Offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
False start. Offense.
The big tackle, Andrew Whitworth, flag there. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To the air again. Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 3rd and long. It's gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. So they really needed points defense here in a two-score game could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
Here's Trubisky, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Goff on 1st down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, it's gone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Pass interference, defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
False start, offense.
Had some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set him back 1st and 15.
I mean, that type of play, when you've got to go in your direction. Shoot, my man Old Mo is arching an eyebrow at him right now. You've got me going. Keep me going.
Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Goff throwing again. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st down, Goff. That is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
Here's Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
All right. Come on out.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Offense.
So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Looking for Woods that time.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Howard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. On 3rd down, it's Howard. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. They can't tackle him. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Rams getting set to go now. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. gun. Gone. Hard throw, incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Goff now looks to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
So from 2nd and 10, it'll now go to 2nd and 15. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offside's easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bears, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.